So, welcome to our podcast. We're here to talk about Minecraft.
Why am I
What?
fast?
So lost. I thought it was this game.
Okay, so
What
we're ready for
happened to
serious
this?
discussion now. Okay, so Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So,
Assassin's
Who wants to
about
talk?
can
I think Sean should
Well,
start.
I
it's
don't
about
like
a
Assassin's
game
Creed.
that's
It's really
about getting
bad.
booty.
It's not bad. I think it's really overrated, though.
Alright,
I
my
think it's a
problem.
horrible game.
I'm gonna go.
Oh my god, my cat.
My problem with Assassin's Creed. It's a great concept, the whole stealthy assassin thing, going back in time. But my big problem since day one has been Desmond. He is the worst fucking character ever.
How so?
Literally.
Uh-oh.
Because
Desmond.
first off, thing with Desmond, the whole thing they do to link it is they have him go in some other machine that somehow friggin' lets him go into his ancestors' memories. That's bullshit, for one. That's absolutely retarded. That's beyond the point. Fact
You're talking to a dead man. He's dead now. You're a
Yeah, hold on,
dick.
okay.
You're insulting a dead man.
I'm getting that. For 5 games, this guy's only job is to sit in a fucking chair, not actually do anything, just friggin' go in a chair so you can have fun with playing as his ancestor while everyone else is getting killed and shit. He does nothing for 5 fucking games. And in the game where he finally does stuff, he does stuff to me twice. Twice, alright? And at the very end, he makes a stupid ass fucking decision like, either save the world, or friggin' kill myself and let some tyrannical god take over. I'm gonna let the tyrannical god take over.
Seems
That she
legit.
was saving the world to get the tyrannical god to take over.
Yeah, fair enough, saving the modern world, but I mean, as Athena friggin' not Athena, Minerva, the world still would have gone on, regardless.
Or have the other god blow up the world and he'd be like the Lord and Savior and it's a giant reset button. I'd rather kill myself. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be I
I'd
don't want to be Jesus Christ for one.
I'd rather the reset button go off, honestly.
Fuck the
Okay, so
reset
you
button.
want to be Jesus Christ? You want to be that guy that you have to be perfect in every way, blah blah blah, since you saved us, right?
Don't have to be perfect.
Okay, well,
Unless
being
you're
the
playing
savior,
an
you're
Assassin's
leading
Creed
people.
character that apparently
Yeah.
you're so awesome no one wants to actually touch you.
Yeah.
Everyone will think you're perfect down the line, but you won't be perfect. Motherfucker, I will hit.
Okay, that was beautiful English.
that
right
was-
there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, I have chips.
See, my issue with it really was just, I don't know. I mean, I liked Assassin's Creed 1. I liked the idea where they were going with that, except for the fact you couldn't swim. I mean,
Seems legit. Why would you need to learn how to
I mean,
swim?
yeah, Muslims
You're an assassin.
they might not all know how to swim. But I think if he's athletic enough to
racist.
climb a building... Yes, I'm being racist right now.
Absolutely.
It's true fact. Some Muslims might not be able to swim. Some people might not be able to swim. It's a general fact. Now, anyway, if a man is able to scale a fucking building, how can he not swim?
Well, here's the thing. Maybe he never learned how to swim.
Ha!
Well, here's the
That's
thing:
like-
you can easily just float, not just jump in the water. No.
Maybe that was his one flaw. It strengthens the depth of his character.
Okay, fine. It's
Yeah,
Maybe in his memory he
I
never
don't-
swam. So
Maybe his memory.
every
Maybe
time
that part of his memory was corrupted.
No,
what,
why can't you swim?
So a
I
virus-
remember my guy never
know
swimming.
I got the answer then. If it was corrupted, a virus came in and infected only the parts where he was in water. Which is why whenever you jump in the water, it gets desynchronized, because it got corrupted and the information is technically not there.
Well, no, hold
Thank-
on.
Thank you for
Or
that.
maybe
The way, no.
Fuck you.
Think about it. The first game
That is
takes
your
place in like
headcanon?
Jerusalem, right? With still in the Middle East. You know the Middle East is like 90% desert.
Yeah, you can make that argument,
I mean-
but 90% of the desert isn't occupied by human life. I was going to say that too, but then I'm like, well, I'm gonna outsmart myself and
Yeah.
prove myself
I
wrong.
mean, it's not necessarily desert, but it's a lot of dry. Like,
True, I know
sand.
what you're saying, though.
Alright, now
Yeah.
other stuff.
Like-
Assassin's Creed, the Ezio trilogy. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was cool. I love
the best one of
Ezio's
them
my
all.
favorite. It is. Ezio's
I like
my favorite
Ezio.
assassin.
I
What?
hate Revelations though. Revelations was by far the worst of the three.
Yes, Revelations wasn't as good as everyone's like saying, and not only that, I feel like Brotherhood and Revelations are used too much. Like,
What do you
everyone
mean?
always talks about Brotherhood and Revelations, Brotherhood and Revelations. You know,
The best.
Brotherhood was
I've-
awesome because you get your own personal assassin army. It was like fucking right.
But the thing I hate about Revelations,
I was like, yo, I can kill that guy or tell my assassins to kill him for me.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell my assassins to
that's
kill him
what I
for me.
liked about Brotherhood. Brotherhood
Walk
was-
away.
yeah.
That
The thing
was
is,
cool.
Brotherhood was my favorite, just because like it had like a whole economy and stuff going to it. It had a whole thing going. Like, you know, it had assassin army. It was cool. Revelations was all about the friggin' bombs, and the bombs were absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can make like friggin' 20 different bombs. JK, there's only 3 different actual effects that happen, so making 20 different
Yeah.
bombs doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite out of that is Brotherhood 2, but
It's so stupid.
I'm not knocking the other stuff. I mean, Revelations wasn't that bad. It was their worst, but it wasn't that bad.
I like the,
and
I love the story for Revelations. I just hate the gameplay.
yeah,
I don't
Not
like the
that,
gameplay in
like-
all of them.
I liked Assassin's Creed 2 a lot
Like-
too. I
Yeah.
thought it was a pretty good game. At all.
I'm used to really tight controls, so when I like move and then when I go the other direction and it takes them like 2 seconds to actually turn around, it feels weird. It feels off to me. I feel like I should have responsive controls, and I get that.
You're a
I get it's done
platformer,
on
so-
purpose. On
So
Yeah,
purpose.
should we walk this way?
I
No,
get
I
why.
agree.
Yeah, you're Mega Man too much.
No, yeah.
You're
Well,
Mega
you
Man
see,
too
that
much,
game has
that's why.
tight controls, and I love it because if I die, it's my fault. In Assassin's Creed, if I try to turn around, it takes them like 2 seconds to turn around. I know that it's intentional, so I can't blame it for that. But I'm just like, I just want to turn around. And I also feel like when I go to climb stuff, it's very clunky, and it gives you the illusion you're able to climb things you're not, and you can't focus on things you want to climb. It's like, I just want to reach that ledge right up there, please, please. You can jump that high, but for some reason you can't this time.
I can get that, but I also think it's because the game has you on a set path, and I don't know.
Well, no, I mean,
That's
I get
Well, it's
that
big
there's
people.
like I'm not talking about like I'm just talking about like objects you try to climb,
Like,
just
I
won't
get
let
what
you
you're
climb
saying
them.
right now. I've had this issue a lot in the Assassin's Creed series, so I
Yeah,
don't
like
get it.
it's never clear what you can grab onto, what you can't.
Like
It's
I was,
oh that ledge that looks like sport your weight, you can't grab it. Friggin' that
but
tree
you
branch,
can grab
that
like
little
the
tree
indents
branch.
between
Yeah.
bricks sometimes. It's like how was I supposed to?
Yeah, it's like weird.
I personally did not like Assassin's Creed 3.
I don't know.
I
I-
hate Assassin's Creed 3.
And you know,
My thing with Assassin's Creed 3 is I liked the idea with the story, a revenge story. I always love revenge stories. That's why I like Dishonored a lot.
Hmm.
I felt like there was something really missing from Assassin's Creed 3. What exactly? I cannot.
I know what
Can
it
you
was.
explain?
It was Connor's personality.
Yeah, Connor.
I did.
Connor, yeah,
Connor's
he
the-
had the revengeful side, but he wasn't full on.
He said nothing.
I want the revenge, you know.
He had nothing to his character other than, oh, I want vengeance for my
Yeah.
people.
And they give you everything you need at the beginning of the game too. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, here's all the tools you need. You don't earn
Oh.
any of it. You don't have to wait for any of it. Here's just everything.
Yeah, here's.
Go do anything you
here's-
want.
It's like giving a newborn freaking a machine gun. He's not gonna know what the fuck to do with it.
Another thing I don't like.
Darn.
Go on.
One thing I don't like, and it really breaks either the immersion or just like how the game feels. But you'll be fighting like 5 guys at once, right? And you're like fighting this one guy. You're like, yeah, but the other 4 guys are like, pretty good. I should probably let my friend die before doing anything. I'm like, this makes this game
Yeah.
look really boring to play because I'm not focusing on the other guys except
They're-
every 15 hours when they decide I should probably help my bro out.
Yeah.
That happens once in a while for me.
No, it
But
happens.
that's how.
No, it's not
one
that
thing I
it.
noticed, that's
You don't
Well,
realize
that's
it
one thing I
though.
noticed though. That's its same mechanic as in a lot of free roam action games. Because Batman Arkham games are the same exact
It's the
like.
same thing.
I don't
That's
like
okay.
that. Like, it makes it easier and like physically possible to do, but it breaks the
Yeah.
immersion because it's like if your friend was getting beat up, or if you were fighting a whole bunch of dudes and your friends were there and someone was kicking his ass, would you just kind of let it happen?
Well, if it was
Yeah.
you, yes.
Fuck you. But like, you're just watching. He's just watching the guy get beat up. He's like, I
He's
don't know
like,
if I want to
yo.
fuck with him. Maybe my
Maybe-
friend will get
What
rid of
about
him.
the
first.
fact that,
Sure.
you know, when someone sees you, like, oh, there's a guy over there. Let's hide in this bush. Oh, fucking.
I can
Wait,
give
wait,
some.
wait,
I can
wait,
give
I
some.
got this.
I can give some leeway with the stealth mechanics, considering that's not what the game is focused on. Even though it is, but it's not. But just the fact that they're just sitting there, I don't know. It bothers me.
Here,
I
hold on,
just
let me
fact-
explain this to you. Let me explain this to you. Ready? The one guard's getting beat up, right? and the other guy looks and says, "Oh, he's getting beat up, but he cheated with my wife."
Yeah,
He's
maybe
an
they're all on
asshole.
a like.
He
No, that's
deserves to
on.
be
That's
killed."
on.
They're all in a love
It's
polygon.
like every guard, you know.
Going on
Every
there.
guard, maybe every guard is married to the same woman, but they don't know it.
Yeah, you don't know. This could make
There's just
very
one
well
super
maybe.
whore that married all the guards.
Exactly. You don't know that.
I mean, what was I gonna say? No, see, the thing is with me with Assassin's Creed though is that it's mainly supposed to be a stealthy game, but I feel like the stealth mechanic isn't that good.
It's not. You
And
saw
mainly-
Angel.
Thief.
It's good on its own, but then when you play like a game like Dishonored has a really good stealth mechanic.
Dishonored?
Metal Gear Solid.
Just saying.
What?
Or Metal Gear Solid, yeah, Metal Gear Solid, Dishonored both have great stealth mechanics to them. Like,
So you're saying Assassin's Creed could easily
could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Part of the example is like in Metal Gear Solid or Dishonored, if you're not being stealthy and you get spotted, you're gonna get sit wrecked. Like everyone's gonna fucking kill you, and you don't have to sit like, oh, we're gonna take turns stabbing at you. No, everyone's gonna come at you with swords and guns. They're gonna kill you. Well, not swords in Metal Gear Solid, but I mean,
Yeah.
You
Assassin's
get the
Creed.
point. I got it. I can
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
Assassin's Creed, you can easily go guns blazing in a lot of situations, particularly in the earlier games.
Yeah.
I also feel also another thing when I climb through bushes and they don't hear me, it's like, well, I'm like 5 feet behind you. You should be able to hear me. The stuff that's the thing. It's like it's
Does that mean
Assassin's Creed,
good
but it's
Angel?
more like playground fun.
And in Black Flag, I like the fact that like there's like some like bushes like just one leaf, like a couple leaves up, and there's like giant gaps. You can perfectly see a person in there, and they just like ignore you still.
They're just like, oh, there's
Yeah.
a nice little leaf over there. You know, that's a pretty snazzy.
I mean,
Forget
you
the person that's in there that's about to kill me. That's a nice leaf.
you have
I
to
like
give
it.
the game some leeway in that regard, considering you have
It is
to
supposed to be a stealth game.
considering you have to give it the fact of that having artificial eyesight is a lot harder than it looks. Because since I've programmed stuff, I get how programming works. So doing like an eyesight thing is a lot harder than it would than just like, oh, it's in the field of vision. You would have to create like an
Yeah.
artificial camera for the computer.
And that's
So
that
like
in
peeking
itself-
out of leaves type thing, that I can give that some leeway. But I mean like, I don't know, rustling through an entire bush, and the only way to get them to hear you is to whistle doesn't make sense.
In Black Flag, what I liked though is I felt like they had a pretty good story going. I liked the way they built up Edward Kenway. I personally like pirates a lot too, so I kind of had.
I didn't really play the fourth one much, so I have no. I can't really
Yeah.
comment.
I also really like how they improved on like when you're driving the ship or whatever, the mechanics for that. Because Assassin's Creed 3, I guess they were trying to introduce the idea.
Was the ship driving in Assassin's Creed 3?
Oh, the boats, the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hated it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I never did any naval missions for that. Nope. In Assassin's Creed 4, it's so much better. It's a lot more fun. I also like that you can hunt shit in the ocean. Like, you can hunt a great white shark. If you're lucky enough, you can hunt Moby Dick, which I
got
haven't
Moby Dick
yet.
twice. Three
Yeah,
times.
Shut up, Angel.
This is me flipping you off.
Shut up, Angel.
found
No
it
one
3
cares.
times.
You're more of a
Yeah.
tryhard. And
Just-
you're more of a tryhard than I am, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Just
No,
the
I'm
idea
not.
that you can hunt.
Depends on the
Moby-
game I really want to play.
It's great, yeah. No,
It's like, I really want everything in this game. I do.
What Assassin's Creed should have been from the beginning, it's kind of flipping back and forth between the modern day assassin and the past day assassin.
Yeah.
Assassin of the past. Like, none of this bullshit like, ooh, it's from the scene. No, just have it be like a flashback or something. Like, freaking the modern assassin retracing the steps
What?
of the ancient assassin. That would have worked a lot better.
I can
Whatever happened to the Apple Eden? And just like kind of like
That just kind of went off the map.
Like,
Here,
first
wait,
it was like
here's
a
one of the-
cool thing.
Ready?
And they introduced, then it became like, oh, there's all these gods and shit, and friggin' the sun's gonna eat the planet.
Here's what happened to Apple Eden, Angel. Ready? Apple Eden. Apple Eden? No more. It's gone.
yeah. It's like Assassin's Creed 3, like, oh, about the Apple Eden. Yeah, Apple Eden. Assassin's Creed 4. Oh, what the fuck is Apple Eden? We never heard
That
of
would
it.
help.
I've heard of Granny Smith apples, but Apple Eden? What?
The observatory.
Yeah. My God, I can tell you. But yeah, there are things that Assassin's Creed can definitely improve on, like you guys said. You know, the
Mainly the
stealth.
stealth mechanics. That's the only problem I have with the game. That and the controls. I mean, I've never played Metal Gear Solid, even though I like put that game on a pedestal. But Assassin's Creed, especially during running, it feels very stiff and clunky.
Well, I mean, you look at the way he runs. It does look stiff. I don't know about you,
It doesn't.
but
It's not
I
the,
mean,
the way it
like
looks. It's not the way it
this.
looks. It's the way it feels when you play.
I guess it's kind of supposed to be semi-realistic because he's walking around with a buttload of friggin' weapons on his
Well,
back
no, I
and
get it.
shit.
I get it though. But like, your controller's more responsive than the game is when you play it.
Yeah.
Like, if the controller. If the controller was built to resist movement as to simulate the character slowing down like that, then I could get into it because it's like, well, at least it feels like I'm doing clunky movement.
So you want it to be a little bit more realistic? Is that what
Well,
you're?
no, yeah, well, no. The actions he's performing is realistic, but the
subtle
reaction
stuff.
time from the controller isn't, and that's why I don't like the controls for it.
Personally, I'm fine with the controls for Assassin's Creed. I mean, the leap from Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin's Creed 4, because I recently did that. I replayed Assassin's Creed 2 after playing Assassin's Creed 4. The controls are very different.
I
And it was
I
hard
only
for me
played
to
4,
adjust,
so
but
I've only played Angel's version of 4.
yeah, the
Clipping through boat
controls are a
swag.
lot different.
Yo.
Like Eagle Vision, I'm pretty sure in Assassin's Creed 2, you press the left analog stick. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. If you can help me out,
The left analog stick.
this thingy.
Yeah,
This thing.
I understood.
Left analog
Analog stick.
stick.
R3.
I don't know why I can
L3.
remember it. But yeah, in Assassin's Creed 2, you press that and it activates Eagle Vision. Yet, in the later Assassin's Creeds, all you have to do is press Y. Like,
Yeah, but
the buttons move around and everything.
stuff like that's kind of trivial. Like, I get it. That's just that's different button mapping. Just like the feel of the game is what I have a problem with it.
That, I mean, otherwise,
Especially when
I
you
got
try to
used
have
that
a
for
game with
while.
fluid motion, but when I run and try to make a slightly sharp turn, he's just like, whoa, fuck, it's fences.
Wait, I gotta turn around. Wait, I'm running this way. Oh wait, I need to go this way, the other way.
I mean, I give it some, I get it, but I mean, it feels clunky.
I,
My favorite part about Assassin's Creed 4 is the berserk darts.
Those are funny. Those are really funny.
Oh my god.
It's like, phew, okay, fight.
That one you showed me was really great.
Slash, like, you know,
That's the best.
they're fun. And
And
you know,
sometimes the ARs are stupid and they end up killing themselves.
oh, those are fun. That's funny. I still can't believe. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I heard the one time Sean decided, oh hey, let's glitch through a boat.
What's lame is I can't do it because Angel completed the mission. So, because it was a very specific boat, and I couldn't find a boat like that again. But that was great.
That's funny.
Of course.
Too bad we couldn't catch it. We should call it on recording.
So,
Whatever. You'll just delete your save file so I can just do it again.
Oh,
I'm so far in that game. I haven't beaten it yet though.
Assassin's Creed 4. I've beaten it.
need
I
to
finally
play it.
beat all the legendary ships. I went from the bottom up. I did the bottom left, bottom right, then top left, top right. The only ship I had trouble with was the top left.
Is your ship fully
I
upgraded?
didn't know what you were
My ship
talking
was
about.
fully upgraded.
That's why. I completed all the assassin contracts. I completed all the naval contracts. Missing one more key rune. I still haven't
The
beaten the game yet.
Keystone.
Keystone, yeah, missing one keystone.
I got all the Keystones. I just need to do the Assassin's contracts, and that's it. The thing is, another thing with the Assassin's Creed, the multiplayer, which is the only reason why you would want to go and replay. I mean, yeah, there's collecting everything, but what do you have there?
Multiplayer.
Yeah,
That's another thing.
The multiplayer is not.
They-
That could be so.
The multiplayer could be a lot better. They fucked it so hard. And particularly Assassin's Creed 2, I think, when they first introduced it.
I think the
Assassin's
multiplayer
Creed
is
3, it's alright, but...
I think the multiplayer is fine. It's just really annoying where you're like a level 1 versus a level 50.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Mm. They need to
It's
work
like
on it.
stop putting like level 50s. It's
Oh,
like,
they need
I
like a
can-
rank system things to stop that
Yeah.
from happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
I
fact
think-
that I can beat
Is it-
level 1. Like,
How many? Is it 1v1?
It's not.
no,
It's like 4v4.
Okay,
it'd be
so
4v4.
then it's understandable that they wouldn't have something like that fixed, because if you look at Call of Duty, a whole mishmash of rankings get mixed together.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but-
here's the thing with Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is good
It's
controls.
everyone kills everyone. Blah 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 blah. Assassin's Creed
Call of
4,
Duty does have good
I
controls.
played more the multiplayer in. Assassin's Creed 4, you're either one round only. You're either the team killing or the team hiding. I wish there was more
Just
like
Manhunt.
yeah, manhunt kind of. I wish it was more of like Call of Duty, like team deathmatch, where you go
You could-
hide and kill. Not
You could
just
do that.
one or not just the other.
You can do
Not-
that.
Not really in Assassin's Creed.
There's Assassin. There's Assassin where you can pick out your target and kill them.
Yeah, well that's
played all the game modes?
Assassin. I guess I haven't then. So
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other game modes. There's Assassin, there's Manhunt, there's Artifact thing, and there's other things. Well, in Assassin, where you can like you walk around, and you can actually find you have to find a target
is it
yourself.
like team deathmatch? What like you're versing other people, and
It's a giant free for all.
yeah, it's a giant free for all.
Yeah,
Are you killing
Okay.
each other?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
then I can. Then you know what? I will retract me hating the multiplayer. I'll retract it a
Don't-
little bit.
I won't.
The only reason I don't like the multiplayer is because the
You-
abilities of level 50s compared to when you first start off are so different, and like the poison darts and shit. Like, you can't do anything about that when you're low
Well,
level.
That's a
Well,
bad
then
that's a
again,
bad-
Call of Duty.
scaling mechanic that a lot of multiplayer games have,
Yeah.
where the
So
better
actually,
people will
like,
get the better
low
stuff,
levels
and that
with the low
prevent.
levels.
Yeah, the better people get the better stuff, which prevent the worst people from doing well.
So basically,
Yeah.
it's like
It's really
the
bad.
blue
It's like-
shell.
It's like every online multi-person game mode ever. That's made
Oh,
by a
yeah,
AAA
these
company.
sick-
You mean like League of Legends, right? We're figuring the high level kill the runes and shit that boost your like all your stats up.
Even Call of Duty does
Oh,
it.
you
I
don't
don't
need
like
runes.
League of Legends, but sure, I guess.
Even Call of
You don't
Duty does
need
it.
runes,
If you look
but
at
I
Call of
They
Duty,
help a lot.
you have what? Aren't the high-ranking guns in Call of Duty basically the best ones? I mean, it's up to
Usually.
personal
Not
preference,
always.
but usually they get better as you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
Not really. I looked at all the guns. Some guns are like lower ranked are much better than the guns at the top rank.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, it
My
depends
baby
on
brother
preference,
like thinks that like the top like the best like most expensive gun has to be the best gun, but in
No.
reality it's not. It's actually really sometimes it's a really bad gun.
It's how you use it and like
oh yeah,
what
it's how you
equipment
use
do
it.
with
But
it.
I mean,
Like the Galil isn't as good, but if you put like a suppressor on it, it's really good.
Mhm.
well,
Personally,
technically it's really good. In actuality, it's up to preference though, because
Yeah, it's
you know
preference.
its accuracy goes down, but
Yeah.
you're invisible,
But-
quote unquote.
But on the other side, like say the AK-47, which you get later, for me it's pretty good. Just because that's such high damage.
I don't
But
like it.
Assassin's
Yeah, let's go back to Assassin's Creed real quick.
you get- when you first start yeah, but Assassin's Creed
We're
you
talking
first
about
off
that
with-
game. Oh.
Oh my god.
when you first start playing, yeah, Matt, like you can disguise yourself or throw money. Then you're versing people at level 50 where they have a poison dart, they can walk up, smoke bomb, and they can walk up to you and poison you. With the poison dart, they can like look at you like poison, walk away, and die. You can't do anything about it, even though you can like hide and try to.
Yeah.
You just got fucked over. That's why the multiplayer is so bad. Like that's one reason the
Because
multiplayer is kind of
It's
bad.
because they have a terrible
because the
scaling
level.
system
Yeah,
that a lot of
They-
multiplayer games suffer with.
they need to
Mhm.
improve the multiplayer in Assassin's Creed very much. I
Well,
mean,
it's not. For in that regard, it's not bad. It's just the decisions they made are bad. In
No,
regards
I-
to
Skills
its
is the only thing
design,
that's bad about it. But
then they
the
need
game
to
itself
make
is not
better
bad at all.
decisions. Simple as that.
they need to make better decisions. That could be said about the gaming industry as a whole,
Okay, yes, let's say it for the gaming industry.
and Microsoft, because their interfaces are disgusting.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started.
We'll talk about that some other
That
time.
Windows 8 though.
Yeah, Windows 8. God,
Guys, let's not get off topic.
I am so glad I didn't get Windows 8. But anyway, Assassin's
Why?
Creed overall I like a lot. It's one of my favorite game
Okay.
series. One of my favorite games of all time. There is always room for improvement. But
I
you know
think-
that go on.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
Nah, finish up.
Basically, improvement comes over time, and I hope that they do something if they continued with Assassin's Creed. That they fix the little things that we don't like the multiplayer. I hope they fix that up, because honestly, when I first heard Assassin's Creed had multiplayer, I was like, wow, this could be pretty interesting, you know. And I played it, and yeah, it was okay, but I felt like it wasn't as good as it should be.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, I feel like those things they did with the plotline in the beginning of the game that, like with the whole Desmond thing, that they could have done a lot better, but it ended up getting worse as it went on. But they killed off Desmond, so now they started over from there. So now they have a
With some new
chance to
guy.
actually, yeah, with new guys. So they have a chance to do a better plot, kind of. I think there's a few things they definitely could work on. They definitely should improve the stealth mechanic, because it's a stealth game, and the stealth mechanic isn't that great. But, I mean, for me, another thing is that it's getting to become like a Call of Duty of stealth games, because like every year, every other
Well, to
year,
be
they're
fair,
popping
it's
one
like the
out.
only stealth game. I mean,
True.
No, they come out with another one.
I know
Called
they're
Thief.
coming out with
It's gonna be
Yeah,
really
Thief-
good.
I
Thief
mean,
looks good.
It's gonna be Dishonored and Assassin's Creed
actually, you're
combined.
right. It is becoming it. Because think about it. If you compare the two different genres, you have if you look at Call of Duty, you have Call of Duty, which comes out every year, blah blah blah. But then what else do you have? You have maybe Battlefield and what Medal of Honor that no one cares about.
What, Medal of Honor? What is that? I don't know
Exactly.
what you're talking
It's
about.
good.
What the
But
fuck
then
is Medal of Honor?
look at the stealth genre. You have
Is
Assassin's
it
Creed that's
something
like
they went
coming
for
out
doing
every year or
something
whatever.
honorable?
Nick,
Wait,
shut
wait.
up.
You have Assassin's Creed that's like coming out every year. But then what? Metal Gear Solid. Well, considering Metal Gear Solid started earlier, I guess it's different. But I mean, you had what 2006? Basically, when the PS4 came out, you had Metal Gear Solid 4, and then now you have. I guess you have all the remixes, but they're not the same. I've seen Metal Gear Rising. That's nothing like Metal
Oh
Gear
no, but
Solid.
I heard Metal Gear Rising though is friggin' awesome.
It's a
Yeah.
hack and slash kind of.
Yeah, like it's
Don't
not
quote
a
me on
stealth
it.
game anymore, but it's still really awesome.
The only other stealth game that came out was Dishonored.
Yeah, and there you go.
And Dishonored.
Dishonored was
Except
great,
except
though.
it's
Dishonored
different.
did a really good job.
Except unlike Medal of Honor, Dishonored was good, so I heard.
Yeah.
My
Even
one
though-
thing,
even though
my one thing
Dishonored-
with Dishonored-
Go on.
sorry, my one thing with Dishonored, even though we're getting a little bit off topic here, is
Who gives a
I
shit?
feel like the way they implemented the special powers, even though that made the game in a lot of ways, is really lazy and really not well implemented.
Oh, BioShock Infinite.
No. Infinite at least they kind of did it. I mean, the powers weren't that good in Infinite, but at least they implemented them well. This one's literally like randomly there's a supernatural emo guy who gives you powers. I'm not even kidding. That's what it is. Supernatural
Yeah.
emo guy gives you powers.
Well, then
Yeah,
Also
but you have to
whalebones.
give it
Don't forget
credit.
about those whalebones.
It's its own IP though. It can do whatever it wants, and
the
unless
game's
it feels
based around
contrived, it's
a
fine.
world where they use whale parts to function. I mean,
It's like steampunk.
If it's its own IP, you can give it whatever it wants, and as long as it doesn't feel contrived as all get up, then it's an okay thing to do.
I mean, that's the only complaint with the game, though, because otherwise, I really enjoyed the game. Like,
Yeah.
I know, I really probably could not have gone through the game without the friggin', like, blink ability. which
Teleport?
pretty
Isn't
much
it the teleport?
well,
Like-
there's an achievement in the game that you can get for going through the whole game with only using like blink. I think Angel was trying to do that.
I was getting the things I was trying to get go through the whole game with only using the blink ability,
Not killing
not
anyone on the
getting
hardest
seen,
difficulty.
not killing anybody
Yeah.
on the hardest difficulty. All four
Yeah.
of those.
You should-
That is.
and
that
I'm
is
not a
just
try.
torture.
I'm not as big as a
I made
tryhard as you.
it to the 5th place, but I kind of
Give
stopped.
up?
I
You're
stopped.
like I
didn't
hate
give up.
everything.
No, I just kind of like forgot about it, and it got really bad at the game.
Hate
Cause
that.
I'm just stupid.
Got that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You terrible at game.
Well, the thing that I
I
like
could have
about
got it though.
thing I like about Dishonored, which I think more stealth games should do, is have repercussions for going ham as well. Because like speed again, going back to this, you can literally go guns blazing in a lot of situations.
Yeah, you saw me,
Dishonored-
Angel. I was like,
Well-
this is.
Yeah.
I need to get my jar so I can
But
show how many
Dishonored,
shits I
though,
get.
if you go around killing everyone, besides the fact that you'll get your shit wrecked up, it'll just fuck up the ending and the story of the game really badly. So like it's really encouraging you to be stealthy as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Angel.
When I go back and play Dishonored, whenever that is, I'm gonna need to do that because in the beginning more so, because I kind of played it for the longest time, stopped, and then finished the story. When I first played it, I was just, oh, there's a guy over there. Let me just kill him. And I did use like the stealth or whatever, but I didn't do it as much as I just went out and killed. And even with the little stealth that I did, I had so much fun being stealthy, and I want to go back and be low chaos and get everything for low chaos. Because honestly, not being seen is kind of a cool thing. It's like, yeah, I got around you without you noticing. Fuck you.
It
I think the
brings a
only
lot more
time I
tension
killed
to the
any-
game. Unless like getting caught is like results in like. Actually, no. Even still, having stealth adds a lot more tension, especially when you get caught, you get your shit wrecked.
Yeah.
So in like
Exactly.
Assassin's Creed, I'm like, oh no, I got caught. Good thing I can just kill people.
Good thing I can
Good
just
thing I
run
have
around
like
the
4
city a little
times the
bit and
amount of
hide
health
in a
as everyone
haystack.
else.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like
They should, yeah. I feel like there's the factor of you can run away and go hide in a haystack or whatever. I don't think just being able to just hide in a haystack is like
a very good
a thing.
mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, you can run away out
I'm
of
fine with
the
that mechanic
area.
actually, as long as it's done well. I don't know how it's done, but like if you jump into the haystack and they don't know that you jumped into it, then that's a good mechanic. If you can be, if they can,
Yeah.
if
Fair
they
enough.
can, like, if it's obvious they're seeing you, you jump in the haystack and then like the fuck happened to them. That's where there's a problem.
Yeah,
But I can
there
easily
was-
see that happening though.
No, I like that. I like it too, but there'll be some times where there's a guard chasing me. I go run right in a haystack. I don't get caught.
Yeah,
Like,
Right.
and this is
like,
why Metal
So
Gear.
that being
This is
said,
why. This is why. I don't
Mhm.
like Assassin's Creed. It takes Metal Gear Solid and Shadow of the Colossus, puts them together, and takes out all the things that make them great. You're not
Alright,
jumping,
so,
you're not
are we
stabbing
gonna wrap
huge
this
monsters,
up, or-
and you have terrible stealth mechanics.
I like it. There, like I said, there are things that can easily be improved, but overall, I really like the game.
Yeah, overall,
Dishonored, Assassin's Creed, and Red Dead right now my favorite games.
overall,
It
it's
sucks.
Getting there now.
a good series. It has a lot to work on. There are better stealth games out there,
Yeah.
and I think though most people are just gonna buy because it's Call of Duty of stealth games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know the best stealth game in the world. Rocksmith 2014.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
that though, I think we're done, gentlemen.
All right.
Okay.